Alright guys, I want to talk about gacha games today, and I have a prime experience I want to share with you. It's a very precious one, because it's negative. And negative experiences are good to share to help you have less negative experiences. So, you probably remember that I was talking about the Herta as the key element of the Erudition archetype for Honkai Star Rail, because she makes Erudition units stronger, she provides crit damage for the entire team, and also can attack multiple targets. She's probably the strongest Erudition character we have so far. And she will be solid because for new Erudition characters that come out, she will be the best support, the best team member. For that reason, I wanted to pull the Eidolon 2 to have her strong for the time being, at the very least. And the time being a long time, because it's 200% her damage, and it means a lot. For 3 copies, I was ready to give up on Amphorio's characters. But as you can see here, I messed up, because after I finished my pulls, which were very lucky, I wanted to be satisfied and I pulled for the Lycon, but I made 2 mistakes in doing that. First was pulling on this banner instead. This banner has a frame around Herta and I got confused because it looked like the Lycon one, but it's not. And it means wasting pulls and having to spend more money because I had no more savings when I pulled for the Lycon. The other error was thinking that the 75-25 would have made me happy, because it's not a guarantee, guys, and I lost it. And at that point I still wanted to be satisfied, and I was already losing control because this was already a concession, and therefore I started pulling for the Eidolons, and I was E2, and I was like, yeah, E3 will be strong with Lycon because it increased the damage in a considerable way. But this happened. Let me explain. When I pulled for E4, my idea was this will make the Erudition team better, but it doesn't really change the damage. But it feels strange to stop at E3 when E4 is a talent that actually affects the team instead of just leveling up the skills. So I pulled for that, and at that point I was so close to E6 that E5 was a small step, but E5 is not really that relevant. At that point I was so close to E6 that pushing up to there wasn't hard at all. I was decently lucky with the next pulls, so I won a couple 50-50s, I think, at the very least. And then I checked the card I use for gaming expenses. I have a specific card for that. I checked the card to see how much resources there were still, how much money, and I was like, yeah, I still have a lot to spend for other games, it doesn't matter. But the reality was, there was just 300 euros left. It was incredible how easy it was to spend so much money, regardless of how many I have available for the channel, because it was 1,500 euros, which means I won't be able to spend on games for a long time. And now I am fully committed to the Herta, that luckily is a character I like, and luckily is probably my favorite character in Star Rail. But I understand that what I did wasn't really out of need in the game, or something that I had control over that I really wanted. It was something that was completely out of control. I want an E6 character, and I know that because the next thing I was thinking about when I E6 the character was not, I'm so happy about having a completely broken unit, but how can I E6 Castorize? That was the first thought. Will it be able to E6 Castorize? And you know that you are under some kind of addiction when you start thinking about the next time you will do that. It was not the right thing to do. I was already thinking about the next character to do the same thing again and splurge that amount of money. I think this is worrying by the fact that you have no control and you feel like you need to do that. What if Castorize is stronger than my Herta? That was my thought. What if she's more fun to play? And what if E6 is the best idol in the game and I won't be able to get it because I invested in the Herta? That was my train of thought. How can I do that? Let me know about your experience with that. I will still keep doing material on the games I cover, so don't worry about it. I'm not closing the channel, but I want to change the way I experience them, so I want to change my approach. If you are a high spender in Star Rail, let me know how you managed not to do that all the time, and let me know how you have fun with the gacha games without spending as well, because it may be relevant to remind me how to do that. I think this will be my only E6 character, I will accept my choice, even if it's a bad one, and go ahead. I would like to know what you think about my mistake, about me as a player, and about content creation in general when it comes to gacha games. So thank you for being here. This is Nero Atlas, telling you a story of mistakes, and signing out.